Okay, we are out on the BNSF north of Bakersfield at West Una. And the Amtrak is on its way behind this train parked right here. But the reason we came out here and went out on the branch today, checking all the branches really, is it's Maintenance Monday. Not much going on up on the Tehachapi right now. And I'm gonna go to the gates. We'll keep in touch with my contacts, see when they're gonna cut things loose up there on the mountain, and maybe we'll head up there this afternoon. All right, there's the San Joaquin. Headed towards Shafter. We are between Bakersfield and Shafter. All right, let's see what happens next. All right, we are here at Oil Junction, and we saw headlights as we were coming into town. We thought maybe they were going to go out. This was the SJVR for going to the Oil City, but as it turns out, it's the SJVR, but they're using BNSF power to pull the Famosa grain train because it's such a heavy train. And caught them just in time. They're coming off the Minkler Southern, which I did a piece on. This is the connector from BNSF to Union Pacific tracks. I'll put the link to that video in the description below. And he is coming out onto the UP main. I've also done a few videos from this area. Go back and look at those. In the railroading in the San Joaquin Valley playlist. We are in an area of Bakersfield called Oildale. And that switch right there that goes off to that crossing across the street there, that is the Oil City branch. Hear the flanges singing through the frog. Now if you look right there, you can watch the axles climb up and drop off the frog there. This is a jump frog, and in the piece I did about frogs, I went over how a jump frog works. That's what they do. That's what they're doing here. This doesn't have the grooves going into the turnout like the old frogs or like other frogs do. And they still use the other type of frogs on mainline signal siding. These are used, as far as I know, only into turnouts onto spur tracks and branches and tracks like that. This is not signaled. There's no come out signal here. Just an electric lock. There's another one that he's actually going through. Across the track there. That lock there is for the Oil City. Well, this isn't going to get any different, so we're going to head up to Famosa and watch them switch out there. All right, wasn't sure exactly how he would do this, but it looks like he's going to go all the way down to the south end of Famosa. And he'll back the whole train into this track, the one right to the right of the main line. We are here at Western Milling. Done a couple of videos, did one of my switching videos where I followed the Famosa local out here one day. And I don't know how I assumed that this plant got all of the grain that it mills, but it really never dawned on me that an entire grain train would be scheduled for Famosa. But they do have a lot of storage tracks. I'll put a link in the description below to the video I did of the switching, where I went back and actually shot those tracks and how much storage capacity they have. Looks like I was correct about how they're going to bring this in here. And that looks like they just set the stopped up there to head in, and the switchman got off. Again, if I'm using the wrong terminologies for these jobs, feel free to correct me. I never can remember. Thank you, COVID. But yeah, you can see the train, the head end down there, moving through the crossover at Famosa. And that's a power, that crossover's power, and then they'll back through a series of switches that separate these two tracks right in front of us. All right, well, here he comes backing in. We will have to stop shortly and line the derail back there. And then start shoving these cars back into the storage tracks. Thing I might mention is, you've seen videos that I've posted about the loaded grain train going over the mountain. I shot it coming up from Mojave, where it has all three. So it's got usually has 3 or 4 units on the point, 3 DPUs in the middle, and then 2 or 3 at the end of the train. Now they cut the ones on the rear generally off on the fly around Cameron, and they'll cut the mid DPUs out at Bakersfield, and then send the train out to wherever it's going to go. But this is one of the heavier trains they run over the mountain. It just looks a little different without all its power. All right, they've already backed in and cut half the train out. Steven said that it was counted about 100 cars. They put 56 in the first time, he said. Now they're shoving this back in. Oh, it's all right, don't worry about it. All right. Well, BNSF out of Oil Junction and into Famosa. A very unexpected catch. But when the mountains shut down, you gotta do something. Hey everybody, got Steven and Stan. We're out for the second time all together, and they wanted to come out here and check out the desert today, so we're going to follow the the Lone Pine out today, but we missed him by that much. And so we came out here, and there's some locomotives back there. We'll go check those out and take a trip into Trona and check that out. So, all right, well, come on along and see what's up. We got out here a little bit late to catch the Lone Pine local here. These are the power that the Trona uses to do their switching. And the Lone Pine was pulling out that way as we pulled up. I got tied up this morning, had to take Jennifer's car, drop it off the dealer, and get a ride back, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. So we missed it coming out here, but if these guys want to catch it coming back in, that's up to them. I'll link in the description below the video that I did of them switching out here. I followed it out here and caught them. The Trona doesn't get called out until later this afternoon, and Trona is about 30 miles that way. All right, well, we're in Trona at the yard here at Cyril's Valley Minerals. Some of you may have seen the piece I did about Trona. I will link that in the description below. This thing's going to have more links in it than it does video time. But this train here appears to be on the scale track. He's moving forward about one car at a time. Can't get inside the fence. I talked with the head honcho here at the Trona Railway some time back, and he said he's sorry, but he couldn't accommodate me. So we're gonna check out some of this stuff here, and then head up to the top end of the plant, see if we can't get these guys a little view of the yard facility up there, the balloon track and all that. All right, well, we are up here above Mojave at 377 again. Got Stan with me this time. We just dropped Steven off. He is headed for San Diego. Chugging right along. It's warm today. You saw we were out of Trona. We were on the way back up on Red Rock Randsburg Road. We got into some triple-digit temperatures up there, but it's down to about 93. I think when I looked at the temperature gauge last. It's breezy, so it feels good. Doing some still photography. I'm trying to stay out of his way. I don't care if he's in the video, but I don't need to be in his photograph. All right. Well, as I said at the end of the last video, I didn't shoot any in pieces for any of these while Steven or Stan were here. Wish I had, but didn't. Sorry, guys. But it was really hectic, the whole thing for me anyway. I was doing a lot of running around and just got past me. I actually thought we were going to go out and shoot some more videos, but it had been a very long day already. Stan was ready to call it a day, and so was I. I'm sure Steven probably would have been good to go until nighttime, because Steven's a lot more energetic than Stan or myself. Keep shooting me the ideas. Drop in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motopoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. And we'll see you all later.